Okay.
So I'm going to start by just introducing myself briefly, and then we'll have a look at what our course involves, and you'll get a chance to meet each other and see a little bit of the materials and find out where to go in our course. Okay, so you've kind of met me a little bit. My name is Christina Smith. Yeah, I spent many, many years working in Turkey and working around Turkey, so Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and Middle East. And I have to confess, never been to Brazil. So you're going to teach me about what's important in your country for education, for your students, your course books, okay? And I will try to help you along with the other trainers with your questions, mainly about English, okay? But we will ask you questions about your materials and your classes and activities too. I have to say, sometimes now that I live in England, I actually miss our local market back in Turkey, because you could go to the market and get absolutely everything. And I'm betting that you have some really nice local markets in Brazil too. I wonder if they look anything like this one. I always enjoy going to the local markets because I can buy seasonal things that are only available at this season, and nice fresh food. We eat things like this in Turkish culture. I still make these things in England. So fresh vegetables with salad, yogurt, and some kind of fried vegetable fritters. I'm looking forward to learning a little bit about your cuisine, which I'm sure is very interesting because Brazil is such a big country and you have so many different kinds of people in Brazil. Yeah. So later on in the course, we will have a chance to talk about these things. Of course, if we go to the market, the whole family has to be involved in cleaning up and getting the food ready. I don't go to the market and buy just the vegetables for that week. I often buy the things, maybe 5 kilos or 8 kilos or 10 kilos of things that are fresh, and then we prepare them and we put them in glass jars for the winter, or we freeze them or we dry them. Turkey is quite a dry country, so you can put the vegetables outside and they dry. I wonder what traditional methods of preparing foods you have. And when we're done, of course, we drink coffee. And that's really what a Turkish coffee would look like. Later on, I'll be curious to see how you drink your coffee and tea. And we can talk about these things as well. Okay? You're welcome to hook up with me on Facebook if that's of interest to you. I don't mind. Okay? I only use Facebook really for sharing professional things about teaching, learning, education, learning technologies. So if you want to, you're welcome to contact me there. So I have quite a lot of experience. I'm not going to talk about it very much, not necessary. I have to say though, I don't know any Portuguese. I would like to know from you a word or a phrase or a short sentence that I should learn in Portuguese. Should I learn to say something like, please say that again? Should I learn to say, I love Brazil in Portuguese? I don't know. Should I learn to ask a question? I'm curious. If you're going to teach me a phrase or a word in Portuguese, what would it be? Can you write it in the chat for me and I'll study? You can quiz me later. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay?
You realize, Christina, that might mean you have 70 phrases to learn.
Yes, I'm going to study very hard. I bought some little index cards I'm going to memorize and study. And you will have to help me with the pronunciation because I can't really hear. I don't know the sounds. Okay, we're going to help you with English and helping your students to pronounce things in English so we understand them. And I think you need to help me a little bit to be able to pronounce things in Portuguese so people will understand me. I think that's a good bargain. So I'm curious, what have we got? Great. I'm going to slowly move on, okay? You feel free to pop more things in the chat as we're going along, yeah? I need to say thank you to our sponsors. It was the British Council who arranged this course, along with English UK and IATEFL, which is the English version of your Braz TESOL group, okay? And especially the public schools SIG group in Brazil. Been very, very important in organizing this, okay? So big thank you to everybody who's here from the public school SIG, okay? And you'll see their photos and they'll get a proper thank you later. So finally, welcome again. So an introduction to our course. Our course is all about confidence in English, all right? Today, you're really just meeting me, yeah, but you will get a chance to meet the other trainers later, seeing photos, and later you will get a chance to see some videos, and then you will meet them in the other webinars, all right? I'll just let you read. Okay, so what is this course about? I picked a few quotes from the questionnaire. There are more than 400 people who filled in the questionnaire. I'm still reading it. It's going to take some time. But some of the quotes, some of the sentences really caught my imagination and my attention. So I thought this was a lovely quote. And this is really what we are going to do on the course. Okay? It's not a methodology course, but there will be, of course, some methodology in there. And I loved this phrase very much too. Google Translate helped me to understand it. I like this so much, I put it on the website. So if you wrote this, you can go pat yourself on the back. I think it's almost like a motto for the course. In an online course, it's really important that you learn from each other, not just from us and from the materials. And we want you to share your questions and answer each other's questions so that we all learn from each other, because it's really all about teamwork. Okay, working together. Here are some pictures of the other trainers, just so you have seen them once. Okay, Lizzie and Jacqueline, they're both based in England. And so is Tarsila, although you may have guessed from her name that she's originally from Brazil. She's an English teacher, and actually we work with her. So when we found out that we were going to do this project with Brazil, she was very excited. And she has been helping us with some translation, and she will also, you will see her in the course materials and at the webinars. Okay. If I'm working with a class in a classroom, because I am a teacher at the end of the day, I have some rules in my classroom, and they're usually quite general. I think it's important just to be kind and nice as much as possible. And if you share your ideas and other people share their ideas, in the end, we have a lot of ideas and a lot of new things to learn from each other. Okay. I know you will make some new friends working in the Telegram groups and on Facebook. I think it's really important that we create a safe place to learn so that everybody can make a lot of mistakes. I love mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn, right? Watch a small child, they fall over, they pick themselves up, they learn to walk. Yeah? Think how many times you have to try tying your shoelaces before you can do it easily. I can still remember my father teaching me that. I think it took me about a year to be able to tie my shoelaces. So we learn eventually, and we learn by making mistakes. So let's make lots of mistakes and enjoy them. And I will add a little note. Can we please have no politics on our course? Let's keep it fun and light. Culture is great, but let's avoid the politics. At the moment, people are on mute, right? And that's because it's kind of difficult, of course, to have a conversation with lots and lots of people in one room. And when we're online, it's even harder because the sound interrupts. We can't hear anything. So when I'm working online in a group with students or with teachers, I like to use some hand signals. Okay, so if something is coming up and you think, oh, that's a idea, you can kind of give me a thumbs up, or you can do jazz hands. Okay, and that tells us that that's a good idea. If you have a question and you're working in a group with your friends and you want to interrupt someone and ask a question, if you put up your little finger, that's a symbol for I have a question. Okay, so we can stop and let the person ask. And if you don't understand what your friends are saying in a breakout room, in an activity, you can make an L for language, and the other person can stop and either use easier language or translate, speak Portuguese. Okay. And in order to make sure that everyone has enough time to talk, usually we ask you to think, take 2 minutes per person to talk. Otherwise, everyone talks at the same time and you can't hear anything. If someone is and their time is finishing, we can signal by making a circle. And that means finish your sentence because it's time for another person to speak. Okay? These are things you might try using with your own students. If you're teaching online or you have some students online, I wonder if you're using any hand signals. This is something that's quite popular with a lot of teachers teaching online these days. We can talk about that later if you want. Okay, so we use hand signals. We try to share the time equally. If possible, one person keeps the time. They either have a phone and they time you, or they have a physical clock and they watch, okay? And they tell you when it's time to round up, all right? So we're going to go into breakout rooms in a minute because you've been listening to me for a while. I think it would be great to have you guys meet each other. And in your breakout rooms, I'd like you to take a few minutes, to introduce yourself, okay? Decide who is going to go first and second in your group and introduce yourself, yeah? You have, you can say where you're from, where you work, talk a little bit about your school or your students, and maybe share why you're on this course. That would be nice. Of course, we would like you to speak English, but if you get stuck, if that's a little hard, you can also speak Portuguese. That's the big advantage of sharing a mother tongue. All right. So you've got about 2 minutes per person in your group. In a minute, you will see a notice on your screen inviting you to join a breakout room. Okay. And I will see you in a few minutes when you're finished. You'll also get a little warning to say that you're going to be coming back, that the activity will finish. All right. Okay, so.
Okay, so you probably won't see a warning. I've set it up so that you'll go straight into your breakout rooms. If anybody has a problem, there should be an ask for help button. So click that and either Christina or I will come and help you in the breakout room. Otherwise, as Christina said, we'll see you in a few moments.
Mm-hmm. Super. I hope you enjoy meeting everyone.
Edione and Eduardo and Mila, if you're still in chat, you'll need to close chat down. And then you'll be taken into the breakout room. Anselmo, welcome. I'm just going to put you into a chat room, a breakout room, and the people there will explain. It was perhaps a bit quick.
That's okay. So it's only Eduardo.
Eduardo, if you're still in the chat, then you'll have a close button probably up at the top left if you're using a phone or a tablet. Otherwise, turn on your video and your sound so we can talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Underline Lima.
I'm going to wait till Anderlane is connected to audio, and then I'm going to explain what's happening, if that's all right.
That's great.
Unless
Yeah.
you want to do that.
No. It's good to watch what you're doing. Oh, Eduardo's connecting with audio. That's great.
Eduardo, do you have a problem? Anderlane, welcome. We have split into small rooms, so I'm going to send you into one of the small rooms and just ask the people what you're doing in the rooms. They will explain what you're doing, and we'll see you in a few moments.
Mm-hmm. Someone else has turned up now. Anna, that's nice. Hi, Anna. You're on mute.
Oh, okay. Are you Christina?
Yes, that's right.
I was in a group. I had a problem with my cell phone, and I can't turn on my camera. And when I went out the reunion.
Okay.
The meeting.
Okay.
So Anna, I'm going to put you back into a room. I'm not sure if it's the same room.
Okay.
We will see you in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Christina, could you keep an eye on the time?
Yes.
So Eduardo, if you can hear us, I see you've got a problem with your computer. Something you might want to do is to come out of the meeting and come back in. That might fix the problem. By all means, unmute yourself and talk to us if you want to. Christina,
yes.
Perhaps you want to give me, at some point, I can send them a message saying you've got 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left.
Yes.
Because people keep joining, I'm having trouble focusing on that.
Yes, I totally understand that. I'll keep an eye on the time. We're going to give them another, I think, another 4 minutes,
That's
3
great.
minutes. Yeah, before we give them a message of that sort.
Great. Rosa. Hello, people. Oh, great.
Loads of people. Lovely. Yes. Hi. Don't worry. I can see you're connecting.
Maria, if you can unmute yourself and talk to us, that would be great. Thank you, Maria. And the two women who've joined, if you can unmute yourself, we can talk to you.
Yeah, then we can talk to you.
Christina, there's a button to ask to unmute as well.
Yes, there is.
So, which I've just done.
Okay, yes.
I'm not sure what happened to Maria. We've lost her.
Could be connection issues. We will see. Okay.
So I don't know your name, but welcome. Can you hear me? Okay.
Good.
So if we can't hear you because you're muted. You should see down in the bottom left corner a button, a microphone with a red line. If you click on that.
Let's go back and see if we can find that screen. Oh, we were way back here, weren't we? Something here with mute, unmute. No?
Oh, okay. You're still screen sharing, of course. Then they can only see us very small.
Oh, okay, so I stopped sharing.
which is not a big problem, but.
That's true, but it's good to notice that. What I'm noticing is
Hello,
I don't see
Eduardo. Hello, welcome. Have you fixed the problem?
Okay.
I think I have. I think I have.
Oh,
Excellent. Christina, in a moment, I'd like you to tell me how much more time I want to give to the groups.
Yes.
Give them a warning, and also I want you to decide what would you like to do with the people who've just joined.
Yes, I think it would be nice if we just stayed together. So I think we only have another minute or so with the 2 minutes with the breakout room.
So
yeah,
how many minutes do you want me to tell them they have left?
Let's tell them they have 1 minute. I think that's okay. It's interesting. Okay. Lovely. If you want to unmute yourselves, because you're a smallish group, we can just quickly say hello. And don't worry, I know there's always some technical issues. Oh, I can see people are connecting, really connecting. So close. But don't worry, if you can't get connected today, it's all right. We're basically just, I think you can hear me even if we can't hear you, okay? The others are in a breakout room introducing themselves and giving their, their name and where they're from. Oh, Maria, yes, I heard you. Can you talk and say something? Hi, gotcha, great, super. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Are you Maria?
Yeah.
Nice to meet
you.
you.
Yes, I am. Nice to meet you too.
Great, great.
I am Maria.
Yeah.
I am from São Domingos do Norte.
Okay. I don't have a very clear idea about all the places in Brazil yet, but I will find out. Can you see where the chat is? If you manage to open the sound, so along that bar at the bottom, I think if you move your mouse towards the bottom of the black Zoom window,
I know.
Chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can write your name and you can say where you're from in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Thank you. And I can see Rubia has got a lovely background. Wow, that looks so tidy and organized. I love it. Lots of books. Lovely. Can you also find the chat, Rubia, at the bottom of the Zoom menu? Got the big Zoom box, and near the bottom, if you move the mouse, you will find the chat. Yeah, okay, I think we are just about ready to go now. We can bring people back. We can do that now. Super. Okay. Okay, so I think we were busy in the main room, also helping some people who joined us in the meeting. Did you have any problems in the breakout room? If you had a problem, you can tell us about it in the chat, in English or in Portuguese. I will figure it out. If you had any problems or difficulties or confusion. Okay, if not?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Good. Okay. So I'm hoping that everyone had a good time and you were able to meet some other people from different parts of the country. Yes, Maria, I see you, and I think that's a very good idea. Maria, would you like to turn on your microphone? I see you have something you want to do, and I think that would be a really good idea.
I just wanted to, my people from the public school SIG introduce themselves, you know, to say you are very welcome and thank you, thank British Council and Bell for being with us today. You know, it's some cities we live in are very small, very far away. So it's a good opportunity to make us with our people, because sometimes the small schools, they have only one English teacher. So they don't have people to speak in English, okay? Exactly. So I just would like to ask, you are going to have some coordinators of the group. These people are from the public school SIG board, and you are going to have lots of mentors that are our representatives in each state of Brazil, okay? So I'm not going to call because we have a lot of people. I can see the first one is Flavio here. Are you there, Flavio? Can you tell a little bit, just tell you where are you from? And
Maria, we may not have to go around everybody like that.
Not going to have time. Okay.
Yeah.
Just the board. Flavio, what else? Marcia Farias is around, I think.
Yeah.
Denise is a representative, Luis Afonso.
Yes.
Who else I can see? Sergio. And I can see Monica here in the bottom.
I could see the one from Paraná before. Let me see. It's a number in Paraná. I think it's Célia, isn't it, Célia? Yes. Okay. Who else? Marcia Buto. Okay. Who else? I can see. Okay, so you are going to learn about us a little bit better. So we are a group of...
Ellen also.
Who? Ellen, okay. Okay, I think Denise is there too.
Yes, Denise is there.
So we are a group of public school teachers who want to help public school teachers. We are a volunteer from Brastisol, and this is a volunteer work we do for 2 years. I'm a member of Brastisol for 20 years. The first time I went to England was with a scholarship from Brastisol. So you can see we have a lot of opportunities with Brastisol. Okay.
Definitely. I'm going to make sure that all of the mentors are introduced correctly on the website and in the webinars, but today we wouldn't have time if we went around everybody, Maria. Yeah.
Okay.
I completely understand. We do want to definitely see everybody. Okay. Excellent. I'm going to just share my screen for now. Okay. And you'll have a chance to talk more later. Hold on. There we go.
And for those of you who are using, if you're using a phone or a tablet, turn it on its side and you will see a bigger picture.
Okay, good. Sorry, I thought I had put this back, but we did not. Okay, we've asked for a little bit of feedback in about your breakout room thing. I will enjoy reading any of this feedback in some detail later on. I want to give you a little bit of information about the course, all right? You have been sent all of this. Maria and all of the other mentors have been busy sending out emails and contacting you, okay? But just to remind you, we have 3 blocks of work in our course. Each one is about 2 weeks long, and we have a 1-week holiday in between them, okay? So that you will have enough time to rest and recover and do other things in your life and then continue on, all right? In each of these blocks, there are 4 sessions. Each one of these is about an hour of work for you to do, okay? And each one is on a different topic. which means we have 12 topics in all. Okay, and our topics are all about teacher language. So things like giving instructions for an activity in the classroom, or telling a story, or asking a question, okay, describing pictures. And our aim in doing this is to give you a bit more confidence in you maybe in using English in the classroom while teaching, because I know that it's quite challenging to speak in a foreign language when actually everyone in the class shares the same mother tongue. And if you're the only person speaking English in your school with the students, that could be a little bit odd. And maybe it's not what they're expecting. Maybe the other teachers in the past always taught in Portuguese. And if you want to speak English, they don't listen, or they create some problems in your lesson and it gets a bit difficult to manage. So we want to help you to come up with a plan for using more English in the classroom. The more you speak English, the more they'll hear. The more they hear, the more they're able to say. And in some sense, why should the students speak English if the teacher isn't, right? So our aim is to give you more confidence in using English. So step by step, one step at a time. And we think that by the end of this course, you can develop a plan for yourself so that each week or every 2 weeks, you're adding more and more English into your lessons. Okay, so the first part of our course is the self-study materials. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours every week. There are videos, worksheets, handouts, and all of the materials are on a website. I will give you the details in a bit. And we recommend, quite frankly, taking notes on a piece of paper. You know, get a notebook and a pen and write it down. I think we're all spending a lot of time on a screen. And if you're teaching online as well, sometimes you're spending hours and hours in front of a computer screen. Sometimes it's really good just to take a piece of paper and write. The other thing, it will be some live classes on Zoom with the trainers, practicing English, practicing speaking English about certain things in a classroom, okay, and doing this with other teachers on the course. This will also give you a chance to ask questions to us, okay? We have some social media aspects here too. We've got probably Telegram groups. Okay, and there will be some announcements coming, and there will also be a group for teachers to share their ideas and do some kind of pair work. We don't mind if you're using a mixture of English and Portuguese in the Telegram groups. You might have questions and you cannot explain them properly in English, but we encourage you to use as much English as possible to practice, right? And then the place where we really want to see the English is on Facebook. So we've got a Facebook group which has been set up, okay? And we will be asking you to join the Facebook group so that you can post things and share with me and other trainers and the mentors as well. And we will be writing and commenting and giving you some encouragement and some about what you're doing. This will give you a chance to meet people from all around the country as well, because the Telegram group will be people from your area, from your region, but Facebook will be the whole course, all of the different regions. So we could be a couple of 100 people in the Facebook group. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. So we have got a website, which is now live, okay? And later I will share that in the chat, the links for you, so you can go and have a look. When we are on the website, you will be able to scroll around and see the materials. Let me take a second and actually give you those two websites in the chat. They will get emailed to you as well, I think, later. If you're on a computer, you may even like to click now, feel free. Okay. So on the website, we have got a home page, and we have added the dates. So you'll be able to keep track of what you have to do when and what we're all doing. Okay. And further down, we have got some introductory videos by the trainers, so you can listen to their voices and see the people who will be doing the webinars. And I will be putting up pictures of all of the mentors and people involved in helping us to run this course, because the mentors will be doing a lot of things for you, okay? And we want to get to know them. After this webinar, I would like everyone to go to this introduction page, read through, and do the small tasks that are here, okay? I have taken some of the quotes from your questionnaires and shared them. If they were in Portuguese, I translated them, or Google translated them into English, okay? If you're not used to using Zoom and it's new for you, if you click on the button here, you'll be able to sign up for a free Zoom account. That will be helpful, okay? I know that some of you have joined just using the link in the email, and we will put some information about how to use Zoom effectively later in the Facebook group. When you get into your Telegram group, you have got some homework. I think it's easy. I want you to say hello and obviously say where you are in your region to the other people. And I want you to share a favorite word in English with your group. I have a favorite word these days, and it's curry. I kind of like the sound of the word curry. Curry. I like the food. Actually, I'm cooking it a lot because my son decided he likes curry now. This is a new food. He never liked it before, but now he likes curry and he wants curry all the time. I think I cook curry twice a week these days. And we've also got the Facebook group, and there's a button here for you to join the Facebook group if you want. Okay, and this is what the Facebook group looks like. I put a picture up there so you know that you're in the right place. Okay, it's a closed group. It'll just be us working there. And I guess another important element of our course is just the reflection. Okay, so get a notebook and get ready to write and make plans, because you're going to be learning some English phrases and you're going to be writing some little things for homework, and then you're going to practice saying them to us as well. So that will help you. We have 5 main strands for our course. Okay. Lovely. I'm just going to go back. Okay. And with our, excuse me. I'm just going to do that again. That's my mistake. Okay. I suppose our main concern, excuse me, I don't know why I'm having this problem, but I will do this again. This is what happens in real life, isn't it? When you're trying to do something. Ah, there we go. For some reason it's... Now, why on earth am I getting this? I do not understand. Massimo, what am I doing wrong?
Christina, you can go back to that. You're just 1 slide behind, I think.
Yeah, but every time I try to go full screen, it disappears and it bumps me back to the web page, which is very strange.
Okay, so would you like me to share my screen and you tell me when to move on?
I think, I don't know, I think I'll just leave it kind of as it is because we're nearly done. You'll just have to see the side of my screen for the time being, guys. And I'll play around with this. This is always something that happens in a tech session. That's life. Basically, we just want you to all be kind and respectful. I'm sure you will be anyway. I'm sure you teach your students to do this too. We're just going to follow the golden rule in our course. Okay. When we're posting on social media, especially. And we'll be looking at our reflection, okay, and our goals. So if you have any questions during the course, okay, you can ask in your Telegram group, because there are mentor teachers in your Telegram group. You can ask on Facebook if you like. And if you have another situation you want to write to me about, I have got an email address as well. And my email address is on the website for you. Basically, online learning can be a lot of fun, and it will be fun when we're all interacting, okay? And it's not a one-way transmission like we're having at the moment, but there's more chat and more sharing going on. So I'm wondering if you have any questions at the moment, anything you would like to ask us. We have a little bit of time to answer questions. If you put your questions in the chat, I would love to see them. Okay, Melina has asked for a link. Which link was that, Melina?
Melina, sorry, Christina, I've just, I think I've sent her the 2 links she needs.
Good, okay, thank you.
Elena, if you still have a problem, just, oh no, she said thank you, so that's sorted.
Okay, that's great, good. So anyone have any questions at the moment about the course? Okay, nothing. I'm amazed. Not a single question, not one.
I have a very simple question, please.
Mhm.
That hand signal that you showed, is that part of the hand signal used in UK? Like English, American, English signal language?
It's not a sign language for people who can't hear. It's not that kind of sign language. It's a good question. It's a kind of sign language for these online meetings. Because if everybody talks at the same time, you know, if we go for coffee and we all talk at the same time, I think we will all understand each other. But if we try to do that online in a webinar, you can't really hear what people are saying, okay? The audio doesn't work like that. So we often kind of, and just use the hand signals to interrupt when we're online. Have you ever used hand signals in online teaching? Or do you want us to?
I learned a little of Libras, which is the signal language in Brazil. We usually think they are universal, but they are not.
That's true, they're not.
So some signs, they may be different from country to country or even city to city.
Yes.
But that are universal signs. So I thought it could be like for you in the UK. So now I understand. Thanks.
Yeah. I think it's quite a useful thing to do. Okay, level test, we will put the level test up later. Yes, we will share the recording, absolutely. We normally would do a 1 hour, yes?
Bruno had a question. Bruno, if you still have the question, if you unmute yourself. He used the hand signal.
Yes, I have a question about the Facebook group. Is the group really necessary? Because I don't have a Facebook account.
Okay, if you don't have a Facebook account and you don't want to have a Facebook account, that's okay. We'll just use the Telegram with you, okay? And I need you to make a lot of effort to write in English on Telegram.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the Telegram group will mean that you only meet the people in your region, Bruno. If you're in Facebook, you would meet everybody. It's not essential because I cannot force people to join a social media platform. I mean, that wouldn't be right. So that's okay.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, the Telegram groups, you will get some information about Telegram, okay? And you may have to download the app onto your phone to get that. After you put it on your phone, you can also put it on your desktop computer as well, if you like. If you can't participate in a class, they will be recorded. The class is twice a week, so we hope that you can come to one of them. Okay? And we will definitely share the recordings. You will be able to download them and watch them. Any other questions?
Hello, Christine.
Yes.
This is Sergio. I'm from Jacareí, São Paulo. I'm a regional language coordinator here in Jacareí. And of course, I spread the link to our teachers from public schools. and most of them couldn't subscribe the course because there was no time, unfortunately. And also I talked with some of them, and they, oh wow, this is great opportunity to help us as English teachers to speak more and try to apply this in classrooms with our students. And unfortunately, most of them couldn't subscribe for the course. And my question is, would be, no, oh my God. This is the first course, or?
Are we going to repeat it?
Yes, that's, thank you.
Okay, at the moment, we don't know what will happen in the future. I am certainly open to doing something else. My suggestion might be to help Braz Tisol Public School SIG and or some other people to run the course if they want to.
Oh, thank you.
In the future. But first, let's do this course. Let's get some feedback. Let's change some things that have to be changed. I'm sure we need to change some things. Okay. And I'm sorry that some of your teachers couldn't get into the course, but I can see that, you know, more than 400 people have tried to register, and I can't handle that number of people. It's just too large a class once it gets to about 400, you know, me trying to read everything. So we have to put some limits, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Next time, fingers crossed. Okay. Inshallah, as we would say in Turkey. I hope so.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Someone is asking me if I have two questions about English. Some people say that my English is very clear and very easy to understand. Is this my normal voice, or am I speaking differently because I'm speaking to foreigners? I am speaking a little bit slower than normal, but not all the time in this webinar. If you think that my voice is difficult to understand, don't worry, okay? We will make sure that the classes are understandable. When you watch the videos of the trainers, they are slower than me, okay? And they pause more often. They pause between sentences. So you will understand clearly from the videos, and you can play the videos more than once. All right? So I am speaking slower, but I'm trying to speak in the fairly normal way, just slower, a little bit. Good. Any other questions? Because then I was going to pass you over to Maria to say a big thank you for all of her hard work in getting all of this done. And I was going to ask all the mentor teachers if they can wave to us so we can see where you all are. If you're not hiding behind a picture, we'd love to see you all. Yes. So each area will have a couple of mentor teachers. And a huge thank you, of course, to Massimo. I think Massimo would like to say something.
Yes, Christina, I wasn't listening all the time. Did you say how long each session will be? Somebody's asked that.
Yes, not more than 60 minutes. Okay, I always open the room a little bit early so people can come in and check the sound quality and get ready. And I stay for a few minutes afterwards to talk to people who want to chat. So, and that's really what we're going to do from now on. So I'm going to finish our webinar today, but I'm not going to close the meeting. You can stay on and chat to me, talk to me if you want. So Massimo, can I ask you to stop the recording, please?
Yes.
Thank you.